Building wealth isn't really about some secret trick or a super complicated formula that only a few people know. It turns out it's often about a few simple, powerful habits. And once you get these in place, money just starts behaving very differently in your life. Okay, let's dive right in.
I think we all know this feeling, right? The paycheck hits your account, and by the end of the month, you're just kind of scratching your head, wondering, where did it all go? It's such a common frustration, feeling like you're trying so hard to get ahead, but your money just seems to vanish into thin air.
So what's the fix? Well, it's not about chasing some complex strategy or just hoping for a lucky break. The real path, the one that actually works, is a total shift in mindset. It's moving from searching for secrets to just building simple habits. From complicated schemes to clear actions that create steady, quiet growth over time.
And that leads us right into our first foundational habit. Pay yourself first. This is such a fundamental shift in how you think about your money. Instead of treating your savings like leftovers, you make your future the absolute first bill you pay, every single time.
Now, what's really interesting here is just how crucial the order of things is. See, most of us follow the path on the left. The money comes in, we pay bills and spend, and then we just hope there's something left to save. The Wealth Builder's path completely flips that. The second your income arrives, a piece of it is immediately moved away for savings. Your future gets taken care of before any of the month's spending can even touch it.
And here's the key to actually making this stick. You have to automate it. Why? Because money that just hangs around in your checking account almost always gets spent. A coffee here, an impulse buy there. By setting up an automatic transfer, you completely take willpower out of the equation. The money just quietly moves, and your savings build up without you even having to think about it. Okay, so you're paying yourself first. That's awesome. But what do you do with that money you set aside? Well, that's where our second habit comes in. It's not enough to just pile up cash. You have to give that money a job. I love this way of thinking about it. Your money is like a bag of seeds. If they just sit in the bag, say in a low-interest savings account, nothing really happens. They're safe, but they're not productive. To get any growth, you have to actually plant those seeds. You have to turn your money into assets. So, what is an asset, really? Simply put, it's anything that can work for you in the background. Think of assets as your own little team of workers. A share in a company means that company is out there trying to make money for you. A piece of property can generate rent. Unlike cash, which just sits there, assets have the potential to build value all on their own, while you're busy living your life. So you can see how this all maps out into a pretty cool journey. Your income provides the seeds. Paying yourself first is how you gather them up. Turning that money into assets, that's you, planting the seeds. And then over time, those seeds can quietly grow into something really strong and valuable, like a tree. Now, if building assets is about what your saved money does, our third habit is about the other side of that coin, what your spent money does. We usually think of money spent as money that's just gone forever. But what if some of your spending could actually help build your future? This is the simple filter. Before you make a purchase, just pause for a second and ask yourself this one question. Now, of course, not every single purchase has to pass this test. But when you start asking it regularly, you begin to consciously steer your spending in a much more productive direction. You start turning expenses into investments in yourself. This plant versus tree analogy really makes the difference clear, doesn't it? A meal out is like a plant. It's great, you enjoy it, and then it's gone. But spending money on a course that teaches you a new skill or a tool that makes you more productive, that's a tree. It keeps providing value long, long after you've paid for it. It helps you grow. Okay, this next habit is a really crucial mindset shift. While being smart with money is important, obsessing over every single penny can actually hold you back. The real goal isn't just to save money, it's to use that money to grow. And this all comes down to a choice between two mindsets. A scarcity mindset is always asking, what can I cut? It's all about defense, which can make your world feel smaller. A growth mindset asks, what can I build? It focuses on the big moves, like learning new skills or buying assets or starting a side project that actually create real, meaningful progress. Wasting all your mental energy on tiny costs can make you miss those big opportunities. Because at the end of the day,
That's what this is all about. The purpose of money isn't just to hoard it and protect it like a pile of crumbs. Its true purpose is to be a tool that you can use to design and build the future that you really want.
All right. Finally, our fifth habit is all about discipline and perspective. Because once you start investing and building those assets, it is so tempting to check on them constantly. But that's often the absolute worst thing you can do.
I mean, just look at the market on any given day. It moves constantly. Every single minute, prices are bouncing up and down. This is just noise. It's chaotic, it's emotional, and it rarely tells you anything useful about the real underlying value of what you actually own.
But look what happens when you just zoom out. If you ignore all that daily chaos, the picture of real growth looks completely different. It's a slow, steady upward climb. Real value is built quietly over years and decades, not days. It's built by companies creating real products and services.
Reacting to all that short-term noise just causes stress and leads to bad decisions, like selling at the wrong time. The real magic happens when you let time do its thing. Compounding is this quiet, incredible force. It starts slow, for sure, but over time it becomes unbelievably powerful, just stacking growth on top of growth.
So let's just pull it all together. These 5 habits, they create a completely new trajectory for your money. You start by paying yourself first. Then you turn that money into assets. You spend to grow. You focus on building instead of just cutting back. And you learn to ignore the daily noise and just let patience do the heavy lifting for you. The thing is, every dollar you have is already at work. It's already shaping your future. The only real question is it building the future you actually want? With these habits, you now have the tools to make sure the answer to that question is a definite yes.